All right, and I think we are live. What's up, everyone? Good morning to most people. Where I am at in the world, it is 4:30 a.m. Um, I don't know what I'm doing up, guys. I'm just up. I'll be honest. I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and I'm stressed out. I can't sleep. Um, it's just hard for me to sleep. It's hard for me to focus on anything outside of work because when I'm not working, I think about other things. So just haven't been able to sleep lately. I've been splitting my sleep schedule, so I'll get like 3 hours here, I'll get like 2 hours here, I'll get a couple hours here, just because I'm just like, I don't know, I'm more emotionally hurt than I am, I guess, necessarily stressed. Just upset, but like I said, I've been getting better, to be honest. I've been getting better, so yeah. But anyway, looks like we're gonna be having a little bit of a mini direct going on here, guys, or like a Nindies direct. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust something real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to turn off the fan in my bathroom. It was kind of loud. So it looks like there's going to be a Nindies direct in about 30 minutes, a little bit less than 30 minutes from now. We're going to be getting a Nindies direct. So that's what it looks like it's going to be happening. Um, the reason why I say that we're going to be getting a Nindies direct, about 30 minutes from now, is because Morphe's Law and various other independent developers, indie developers, have came out and said, hey, like, Monday morning is going to be good. In addition to kind of like insiders have also came out and said that, like, hey, it's going to be, it's going to be, Monday's going to be good. So yeah, it's 4:30 a.m. where I'm at right now, guys. 4:30 a.m. 4:30 a.m. I live in California. So that's Pacific time, Pacific West Coast time. So all you have to do anytime you want to know what time it is where I'm at, just look up Los Angeles. Just look up what time is it in Los Angeles, and then you'll know exactly what time it is where I'm at. So yeah. So good morning to all. So I'll repeat for the people that are filing in. It looks like there's going to be a Nindies direct going down in less than 30 minutes. Um, so yeah. Um, I think the Morphe's Law, they've been featured in Indies directs and non-Indies direct. I'm pretty sure they were featured in an Indies direct as well. Like they were first highlighted in that. So I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an Indies direct. I don't think it's going to be a regular direct because a lot of Nindies developers have been coming out, like FDG Entertainment and others have been coming out and been saying, "Hey, look forward to Monday." So I don't think it's going to be a normal direct or a Nintendo Direct Mini. I think it's going to be a Nindies Direct, just because I think that the bigger direct is going to come in the fall. There's going to be a fall direct. A lot of people are getting impatient and like getting and they don't they their impatience is making them forget last year. And Nintendo does fall directs. They do bigger directs for the games coming out, and like they get impatient and they start crying and whining on Twitter and everything. And before you know it, they don't even remember what happened last year. So I think that we'll get a bigger direct later. I think that the Nindies direct is coming now at this point, because we still haven't gotten release dates for Nindies games that they announced last year, like Morphe's Law, like Dragon Marked for Death. There's been quite a number of Nindies games that don't have release dates. Heck, even Undertale doesn't have an official release date for North America and Europe. Probably coming September 15th, like it is in Japan. But even that game doesn't have a normal release date. So yeah, man. I'm not surprised that it's not focused. Nintendo's never done. When was the last time, John B, that Nintendo has done a direct on online or on features? They've never done a direct focused on online. Now everyone's calling for them to do a direct focus on describing features when they're not going to do that. Nintendo is not a company that focuses on online features. They're never going to be. So they're not going to come on and say, hey guys, we're going to walk you through online features here, because there's not going to be a lot of online features. There's nothing to say. They've already tweeted out what the online's going to be, and that's what it is. There's really nothing else to go over. If you want to play online with their games, you need to buy this stupid service. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much the end of story here. I mean, like, they offer you some NES games that you can play. There's the app that they use. There's a couple other things, but that's really what it comes down to. You want to play their games online, you need this service. It's not about, oh, look at all these features here and there and there. It's not gonna be that, guys. It's not gonna be that. They've never done it. They've never done a direct going over online features in the history of Nintendo. They've had little small blurps here and there, but the online is coming out at the end of next month. They can easily, if you remember last year's big fall direct was in September. Last time I checked, we're in August, so they can have a direct next month talking about games and talking about a little bit about the online. But I don't see why people are. It needs to be rushed out. If you know about it now or you know about it later before it launches, what does it matter? I don't get the rush. Yo, shout outs to Switch to PC with the early morning Toby Blaster. Let's go. Shout outs to Mark, Switch to PC. Philip's not gonna cover this direct. Shout outs to Switch to PC with the $15 Toby Blaster donation. It says, please look after yourself, and I know we will always have your back and we'll be here for you. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. But I mean, it's just, it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's just more annoying, more so than anything, man. Like, I already told you. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, but I got stripped of my Ace Attorney power, and so at least that stress. I don't have to do any more. I'm not going to be doing any more paperwork and filing all that. I got stripped of that. So my family said enough of that. So we got somebody to do that for me. But yeah, man, it's just kind of the stress from that, and then just like I said, court. Like, I hate court. The American court system's trash, dude. It's trash. So yeah, I've just been dealing with that. So it's been keeping me up, to be honest, man. After this past week, it's been keeping me up. But I mean, I don't know. I'll get over it, right? But thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm doing my best to take care of myself. I still go to the gym. I still work out. I went to the gym last night. I worked out 6 times this week. Monday through Thursday, I worked out, and then I worked out in the morning. I worked out in the morning and in the evening on Thursday, and then I worked out Sunday night. So I'm running 20 miles a week. I'm lifting weights. I'm eating healthy, generally healthy. I got a couple cheat days on the weekend, so I had some pizza, I had some candy. But Monday through Friday, I'm always eating really good. So, my weight's down. My blood pressure's good. Overall, I'm healthy. I'm the healthiest I've been in a long time. But it's just, like I said, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But that's okay. No need to feel sorry for me or anything. We'll get through it as a community. If it wasn't for you guys, to be honest, man, I don't know what would have happened at this point. I think it would have been really bad. I've already told you guys how things were for me back in 2013. That was the worst year of my life, 100%. 2013 was horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And you guys saved me from back then, so I appreciate it. So let's go over some stuff, guys, that could be in this direct. So if you're just joining us, it looks like there's going to be a Nindies direct coming up pretty soon here. And there are multiple websites reporting on it. I'm going to put up a story here from Nintendo Life so you guys can see. And Nintendo Life is reporting that there is a new Nintendo Direct. They're calling it a normal Nintendo Direct, but that's kind of more like clickbait. They know it's a Nindies Direct, at what they're hinting at, because then they later say, a brand new Nindies Direct presentation. So they lure you in with Nintendo Direct, but they really mean Nindies Direct because all the stuff that they're quoting here is Murphy's Law, 14 CST, which is 5 a.m. West Coast time. And then FDG Entertainment. So these are the people who did Blossom. I think it's like Blossom Tales. These are the people who did Oceanhorn. Maybe we get an announcement for Oceanhorn 2. That would be hype because Oceanhorn 2 looks phenomenal, but it's on smartphones. It's like, bleh, looks like, Get that game. Oceanhorn 2 looks freaking hype, and I would love that game on the Switch. Also, Direct Feed Games. Shout outs to Nate from Direct Feed Games. You guys should know him. I've had him on multiple times as a guest. He's been a guest on the Spawncast. His information is usually correct. So I'm not so familiar with Baba Is You, but apparently this person's got some credibility. But, you know, Direct Feed Games obviously has some credibility as well. So yeah, we got multiple indies and stuff like that talking about a direct. So we'll have to wait and see. Your phone offended. I'm just not big on smartphone gaming, guys. I mean, that's just pretty much what it comes down to. I'm not big on smartphone gaming. I don't really like it too much when it comes to smartphone gaming. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to, man. I'm just not big on smartphone gaming. I'm sorry, man. Let's see here. So I'll take some questions before we go live. Let me take off this display. We'll be moving over to this one like this, guys. Once the reaction starts, I got my Xbox One ready. It's going to be like a video that's just put up. So you guys will have to maybe help me or direct me to where we can watch it together. But this will be the layout once we start. I got my Xbox One X ready to go. I got it right on Nintendo's channel. So we'll see what happens there. But until then, we'll be in this format right here. So if you guys have questions, you can tag me at Player Essence. I'll be more than happy to, read off what you guys have to say. Yo, Aron, my boy. My Aron with the merch, boys. Ninja merch purchase. Let's go. To be honest, you guys, I wasn't expecting anything this morning. Just because it's so early. But shout outs, man. Aron, dude. With the merch boys purchase. Let's go. Buy the Ninja mug. There we go, man. Hopefully your coffee or your juice or whatever you decide to drink in the morning or in the afternoon is nice and ninja-y with the merch boys purchase. So shout outs, man. Thank you so much. If you guys want to check out my my merch store, I do got a merch store with shirts, bags, all sorts of cool stuff. Just type in just iShirt and the merch store will be there. Or you can just look at the link in the description below. But shout outs, Aron. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. Once you get the picture, once you get it in, make sure you send it to me on Twitter. Make sure to give you another shout out, homie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Let's see here. Goddess of Beauty says player since gaming on smartphones is too frustrating and a huge waste of time. Yeah, it's a little frustrating to game on smartphones. Like I would totally play Fire Emblem Heroes if it was on the Switch, but since it's on like smartphones, I just don't really feel like pulling out a smartphone like to play. And a lot of these games drain the hell out of your battery. I mean, like they just destroy your battery, like a lot of these smartphone games. And like I need my phone for like making calls and sending text messages and using it as like a music player when I go to the gym, and I don't want to have to be worrying about charging it all the time and playing games on it. So it's just not something that I like to play games on. Andy Mine says, why do you stream with the Xbox? Why not? Streaming with the Xbox is good. Xbox is a good streaming device. Go 816 says, Parsons, is Endless Ocean considered an indie? No, Nintendo owns the IP to that. That's a first party title, so it's not an indie game. Simply Chris, you guys have to remember indie means independent. If Nintendo owns a franchise, then the game is no longer owns a franchise and is funding it. The game is no longer independent. Independent means the company is by itself. It's not owned by anything major. They have nobody governing over them. That's what an indie title is. A lot of people like to make indie titles. Oh, well, if the graphics aren't good, that means it's an indie title. No, there's developers who could. There are big publishers who could make graphics that don't look good just as much. You know what I'm saying? Like an indie game is based on the company and how their status is from a financial standpoint. That's what indie means. So no, Endless Ocean is nowhere near an indie title. Simply Chris says, did you see the rumor saying that they'd show a quick look at the next firmware update in this? I didn't see that rumor, but I mean, until I see something like that, I'm not gonna believe it, to be honest, man. We'll wait and see. The Optimist says, Parsons, do we know when the Nindies Direct will be live? I hope we see a nice platformer like Celeste. Yeah, it's supposed to be live at 5 o'clock, so in about 15 minutes. 5 o'clock a.m. my time. There's not going to be a live feed. Ipsters, there's not going to be a live feed. It's going to be just a video that they put up. That's what I would think. It's going to be just a video that they put up, not a live feed of anything. Obviously, it's just something that they just put out. It's a video that they just put out. It's not going to be a live feed of anything. So we're just going to watch it. Let's see. Aaron says, "This early in the morning, I don't have a proper coffee mug." Shaking my head. Well, there you go, man. You can hopefully glad I can provide that for you, man. Because I didn't really think about putting coffee mugs until one of my users like, man, I would really like a coffee mug. Can you put one in there? I forgot who it was. I think it might have been Fury Tiger. I'm not exactly sure who said it, but somebody was like, hey man, I'd really like a coffee mug if you got one. And I was like, okay, yeah, they got them on there. So I just like whatever. And now like coffee mug is like one of the best selling items, dude. Like hell of you guys are like a lot of you guys have bought the coffee mugs. Shout outs to Guido, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, I can't sleep to be honest, guys. So nah, I ain't trying to stream mobile PUBG with you, homie. Some people seem to be confused with the indie game. Can you explain it? Well, I just did. I think that question's a bit old, but yeah, I just explained what an indie title is. The glass 61 says plus on a salt scale of 1 to LTG. How mad do you think Animal Crossing fans will be about not getting news for a new Animal Crossing on these Nindies Direct like last time? Well, this is a Nindies Direct. Animal Crossing is a Nindies game, so I don't know why they should be mad about not getting information on something that wasn't for them in the first place. In terms of the salt scale, I mean, LTG is a character. You have to remember that he's not. That's not how LTG really is. But if we're going off of his character, I don't know. Animal Crossing fans are weird. They need to go back and bake their cookies or something, or just relax. Let's see here. I already. Okay, I'm behind on questions. You haven't missed anything, man. Skells, you haven't missed anything, man. We're just waiting for the direct. Should be up in about less than 15 minutes if the rumor's correct. Goddess of Beauty says person's a plot twist. It's actually a Nintendo Direct, but that's highly unlikely. Not impossible, just unlikely. It's probably an Indies Direct. Places I cop a iPhone case if you want. Dude, okay, I'll put. If you guys want cases, there's totally iPhone cases. So I will put up iPhone cases soon. So if you guys want iPhone cases, I'll put them up. Player says, is this really happening? Well, we'll find out, Sock on 10. I mean, you're asking me here, but we'll find out pretty soon, man. I mean, I wouldn't be streaming at 4:30 in the morning if I didn't think that it's a possibility it would be happening. So we'll find out, man. I enjoy indies a lot. So I'm good. What indies are you waiting for the most besides Dragon Mark for Death? Morphe's Law looks good. Dragon Mark for Death. Those are the two big ones for me. There's probably some other ones that I'm not thinking about though. Oh, The Messenger. The Messenger looks good too. Questions, the Nintendo Direct actually happening? I just answered this, guys. You guys are asking me the same questions. We're going to find out if... I've said this like 3 or 4 times now. We're going to find out pretty soon here if there's going to be a Nindies Direct. It's probably going to be a Nindies Direct, guys. Not Nintendo Direct. It even says Nindies Direct live reaction in my title. So I didn't clickbait you guys, okay? I put Nindies Direct in my title. Nindy doesn't mean no publisher. Actually, Nindy means that Nindy refers to the status of the actual company that's making the game. Because, for example, EA, like, they publish indie games, you know what I'm saying? So they have a publisher, but they're still an independent developer. Same thing goes for like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That's an indie game, all right, but they have a publisher for that. So it doesn't mean that you don't have a publisher. It's the status of your company, and if the status of your company when you make that game, you know what I'm saying? The status of your company and when you make that game, for the most part, unless you're porting over something like, let's say like Bethesda, like Bethesda and Panic Button, you know what I'm saying? Like, Panic Button is an independent studio. Nobody owns them, but their games aren't independent. They're just porting. They're just helping a studio out. So it doesn't necessarily mean no publisher, because yes, there can be indie games that can be published by a bigger publisher, as big as EA. You know what I'm saying? Even Nintendo did co-publishing with like Snipper Clips. That's from like a small studio, and Nintendo helped out with that as well. So it's not... I mean, it's not as straightforward as some people like to make it seem, but the general rule of thumb with the indie game is what's the status of the actual company. Is the IP original, and what's the status of the actual company? Those are the two things you should look at. Is it something that they made themselves, and what's their status as a company, you know? And that's how you can find out whether the game's indie or not, you know? Like, for example, like nobody would say Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man that's coming out for PS4, nobody would say that's an indie game, even though that's made by an independent company. Insomniac is 100% independent. Nobody owns them. They're just a large independent company. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically you know how it is. So Snipper Clips indie. It was co-developed. There's some independent developers that helped out with Snipper Clips along with Nintendo's own developers, but the idea and everything was from an independent developers. Yes. Have you heard that Marcus Sellers is rumor again? Yeah, I have a video going up at 6 a.m. about that, but I mean, I basically just, you guys will see in the video. Watch my video at 6 a.m. Let's see here. Can we get Cuphead? Probably not. Cuphead, I'm pretty sure that's owned by Microsoft and everything, or there's a deal with that, so it's exclusive. So yeah. He said, yeah, but they never had paid online. They need to get people just a little hyped. I agree with you. This is how you get people hyped. Hey, you need to have this service to play Splatoon online. You need to have this service. It's not even about getting people hyped. It's about a necessity. You want to play Splatoon, you want to play Mario Kart, you want to play Smash Brothers, you want to play all these games online, you gotta buy this service. So I mean, you can try to get people hyped, but essentially what it comes down to is that you need it. It's you can sit there and try to get people hyped, but I don't think they're gonna do it in Nintendo Direct. I don't. It doesn't matter if they've had paid online or not. I just don't think Nintendo's going to sit there and detail a bunch of online features in a Direct, because one, I don't think that they have a bunch of online features to show off, and two, I don't think they're gonna spend a ton of time in Nintendo Direct talking about online features. I don't think so. I mean, whether it was paid or not paid, what does it matter? Like, why didn't they do that before in the past? I mean, the Wii U, I mean, just had videos. The Wii U had a bunch of online features on the Wii U. You know, nobody gave a crap when Nintendo detailed online features. They're like, oh, that's great. Where's the games? You know, so Nintendo had Wii U had apps. Wii U had all this stuff. So I don't really want to hear it when people start talking about paid online and detailing it. It's like, I don't really want to hear that type of stuff, because Nintendo did that last time and everyone said they still suck. So I'm not really, whether it's free or not. Nintendo detailed Miiverse. People said, oh, Miiverse stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo would always go into detail with all these different features that they have, and nobody cared. So I don't think Nintendo's going to do it. I just don't think they're going to. I mean, if you want to keep on telling yourself that they're going to do it, okay. You can believe what you want, but I'm just saying, based off of what I've seen from Nintendo, I don't think they're going to sit back and talk about online features forever. Now, they might mention it. No joke. They might mention it. I think that that's a possibility. But if you want me to believe that they're going to do it, I'm going to sit here and say no every single time until I actually see it. Now, if it happens, it happens. That's great. Whatever. Good. But I'm not going to be pressured into, because a lot of people have told me, but there's like, but OJ, like this, and I'm like, nobody's going to pressure me into thinking one thing that I don't think. I'm just trying to let you guys know. I mean, but like I said, John B, if you're right, dude, I'll be like, shout outs, dude, John, you called it, man. Like you called it. So yeah, man. But yeah, I will totally say I was wrong. I have no problem admitting I was wrong. No problem admitting I was wrong. They can, whatever, guys. Whether they detail it or not, it doesn't. I don't think it matters, to be honest. Like, you need it to play on the game. You need it to play the games. you need it. You need the online to play Smash Brothers online. You need this service. So whether you buy it now or you buy it later, it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to play Smash Brothers online, you need this service. Like, that's way more than that is a way more of a online seller than anything. Like, when I first got PlayStation or Xbox, there was like, I didn't need to be sold on it. It's like, okay, there's a game that I want to play online. I need this service to play online. Well, there you go. It's a very simple concept. Like, now at this point, there's no games on PS4 and Xbox One that I want to play online that I can't play on PC. So therefore, I don't need the service. I don't need to be sold on anything. They can throw as many PS Plus, as many free games that they want at me. I don't care. I honestly don't care. They can throw a million games. I don't care. I don't care what games they have for free. I don't care what features that they add. They need to have a game that gets me to play this service. And the problem that I see with everyone talking about is that you need it to play the games online. That's the biggest selling point. It's not NES games or voice chat or anything like that. You need it to play the games online. You guys don't understand this. You need it. I don't care about Nintendo stock. I don't care about Nintendo stock. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to anything. Whether their stock rises or it's falling, it's absolutely irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant to anything that I would cover as a gamer or anything. Is irrelevant. But once again, John B, if you're right, dude, I will just say, hey, they're gonna do it. But to me, the selling point is, Oh, well, after this date, you can't. Splatoon is 7 million units sold. You can't play Splatoon without this online service. Well, looks like I gotta get the online service, no matter how crappy it is, or no matter how bad or good, or whatever the case is, what features they have, voice chat, whatever the case is. You need it to play this game online. That's the biggest selling point, in my opinion. That's the biggest selling point. Whether it's a crappy, like, oh, man, I gotta, like, what? They're not giving us more or not, it doesn't matter. You need it to play Splatoon. You need it to play Smash Brothers. You need it to play Pokemon. You need it to play whatever game, you know. So that, to me, that's the biggest selling point. With online, with the any online service, to be honest, like Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo, it's the games. It's not about the features. I'd be more likely to buy Xbox Live if it was like, I don't care about all the extra features of Xbox Live. Just a bunch of charades, in my opinion. Like, if they would give me like, hey, you don't get to do all this other stuff, but you can spend like $20 a year and you can just play online, I'd be totally down with using Discord and other stuff instead. But that's not how it is. They charge $60 a year. Sometimes you can get it cheaper on cards and stuff like that. So for me, it's like, I don't even really worry about that when it comes to Microsoft and Sony, until they have a game that I want to play. But like Halo would be the game, right? But Halo 5 or Halo, what is it? Halo Infinity or whatever it is, that might come to PC. If that comes to PC, then I'll just get it on PC, you know? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Necessity. I mean, it sucks that necessity is the selling point, but to be honest, guys, I honestly feel necessity is the selling point, which, like I said, which sucks. I do think that over time the service will get better and better, but I just don't think that Nintendo launching this service right now at this point it's not going to be what people's expectations are, which is Xbox and PlayStation. That's exactly what people's expectations are gravitating towards. They want it to be like that, and I don't think it's going to be like that, because it took Microsoft and Sony, well, it took Microsoft nearly 20 years to get their service the way it is, and it took Sony over 10 years to get it somewhat in the ballpark of Microsoft, but still not there. And then Steam is a cut above all of them. That's a free service, but Steam is completely different. In terms of consoles, it took Microsoft 20 years to get it to where it is. All the servers, everything that they got, it took a long time. It's not easy. It's not easy, and it takes a huge investment of money. They've been collecting money for years, billions of dollars of Xbox Live revenue in order to make Xbox Live what it is. So on top of their expertise with online networking and PC and systems and everything like that. So PSN, I think PSN comes with cloud saving default, but it might or might not, but you can do local backups, so it's not as big of a deal. Apparently 2 minutes. We'll have to wait and see if this even happens, guys. Let's take a look. Live reaction. Okay. My Xbox turned off on accident. Oh, you're blaming me for waking up early? How did you wake up? Why are you blaming me? You were already up, dude. Why would you blame me? You were already up. What are you talking about? You were already up. So here's Nintendo's page. I don't know how you refresh stuff on the Xbox One. Like how you refresh. Does anybody know how to refresh a page like from the YouTube app on the Xbox One? I don't know how to do it. So if anything, we might just I might just watch it too, like with the display. Like I'll just put like the camera on top of the webcam or of like my second display, and we can just watch it that way. So we'll have to wait and see. I thought in 1 hour. Why would it be 1 hour? If it's 14 C, I think it's CST or CES or whatever. That's It'd be 5 o'clock my time. I don't know where you're getting. How did I wake? I don't understand how I wake you guys up. How can I wake you guys up? That doesn't make sense. Player Essence watches his own streams. No, I don't watch my own streams actually. So okay, people are saying it's up. So is that true? Where is it at? I don't see it. Nintendo UK? Okay. Is it a live? It's not a live stream, is it? Oh, hold up. Watching it now? Where is it? I don't see it. There's nothing for you either? I'm subscribed. Y'all trolling? Go on Twitter. All right, let's go on Twitter. Let's see if there's anything here, guys. Oh no, there's hold up. No, there's definitely a presentation. Hold up. Oh yeah, no, there definitely is. I see it right here. Indie highlights. They just uploaded this on Nintendo UK. It's not a troll. It's not a troll, but I don't know. It's not up on their YouTube channel yet, or it hasn't. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and put we're gonna go ahead and put a browser, a display capture on top of that. Here we go. So yeah, it's right here, and then I'm just gonna put my camera on top of that. So we'll just put my camera right here. We'll just make that a bit bigger, and we're just gonna go ahead and watch it right now. All right, so here we go.
Hello everybody and welcome to our Indie Highlights presentation, a whistle-stop tour that's filled to the brim with top indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. We've been working with some of the most talented independent developers on the planet, and we've loved seeing their work thrive and flourish on our platforms. Because of them, Nintendo Switch is already home to some tip-top independent games. And here's a bunch more. You're an inquisitive cabbie, helping the Parisian police investigate a vivid cast of potential serial killers while making enough money to pay your bills in Night Cool. experience a new kind of narrative noir game when the super stylish Nightcall releases in early 2019. Being a human is pretty cool, but have you ever tried being a pig, a snake, a frog, a lion, and a dragon? All in one day?
I know a lot of people really like Monster Boy. I haven't played it yet. Looks cool though.
Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom shapeshifts onto Nintendo Switch on November 6th.
What does it matter what channel it's on? Just watch. It's on Nintendo
What would you
UK.
do if you could control time? Save people in need? Sleep in longer? How about solve a load of brain-teasing conundrums?
Oh, I heard about this game.
The surreal puzzler, The Gardens Between, makes the journey to Nintendo Switch on September 20th. You can pre-order from Nintendo eShop right now. It's time to hit the mean, procedurally generated streets. This brilliantly balmy brawler is coming to Nintendo Switch with 4-player co-op and exclusive enhancements.
Streets of Rome. Never heard of this game.
Streets of Rogue comes to town this winter. Beards and boats and bows and arrows! Defend your island kingdom from hordes of Viking invaders in this charming but brutal real-time tactics roguelite.
Oh, I think they talked about this game before.
North is marauding its way onto Nintendo eShop right now.
Oh, snap. Oh, guys.
And now, some updates from our friends at 11-Bit Studios.
Oh, snap. I found out something really cool, guys. You guys want spoilers? Because since we started watching it a little bit later, there's some spoilers already up on the internet. I give you guys spoilers if you want them. No? Alright. No spoilers. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers, guys. Nobody say any spoilers, even though they're already up on the internet. No spoilers, please. This is like a 20-something minute presentation, guys. We still got quite a bit more time. It's not a short presentation. There's 20 minutes plus.
Children of Mortar.
What's cool?
This War of Mine. And Moonlighter are all making their way to Nintendo Switch.
All those games look good. All of them look freaking good.
Pew, pew, pew! Embark on a challenging journey through an ever-changing cosmos in Everspace, a fast-paced roguelike space shooter.
Are you really complaining about somebody's voice? Like, who cares? It's irrelevant. Oh wow, this looks interesting. It's just a voice. Who gives a damn about her voice? It's just an English woman's voice. It's not even worth complaining about.
Who are you exactly?
Please, call me Maurice. I have been ordered to execute search and destroy warrants in the demilitarized zone.
You're a bounty hunter? I have a warrant for you, dead or alive.
No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky Switch?
I'm Ellie, mighty outlaw. You are an outlaw? Why didn't you attack me on sight then?
We of the Coalition have bigger plans. The place is infested with gray goose swarms. Someone has to destroy them.
I'll just explain to you guys what an indie game is. Indie games can have great graphics. Indie games can have not so good graphics. It's about the company, not about the actual how it looks per se. Thank you, D. I appreciate the $5 donation, homie. I really do appreciate that, though, man. Stellar Edition.
Cyberspace Stellar Edition, featuring the base game and the Encounters expansion, blasts off this December. So get ready to shoot, loot, and craft your way to victory.
Nice. Copping it. Day one, baby. Let's
Who
go.
are you? Baba? Baba is me? Baba is you! In this tricky puzzler, you don't just make the rules, you are the rules.
No idea what's going on right now.
Call the shots in over 100 brain-teasing levels when Baba Is You comes to Nintendo Switch this autumn. Craft a unique deck of cards, encounter bizarre creatures, and discover relics of immense power in Slay the Spire from Megacrit Games.
It's not good, guys. Guess we should all just say it's not good. It's not because somebody said it's not good. So that means it's not good. It's not good. No context to any of the actual what's going on, but it's just not good. It's just not good. You didn't even say what's good or what's not. There's been like a bunch of games that have came up on screen while you're saying it's not good. You didn't even specify what you were talking about.
Play your cards right. Slay the Spire climbs the tower in early 2019. The fast-paced sports action game of the 90s, Windjammers, will return on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, we know about that. Guys, he's a troll. Don't argue back with him. If he continues just to complain like and whine about something, then I'm just gonna time him out. So. If it's not good, then why are you here? What are you doing here? Why are you watching? I don't get that. Go play something. Go play a game. Go spend your time better than people that are trying to enjoy the show. I don't get it. If it's nothing's good, then why are you here?
Wait, what's this?
I don't gotta turn off my chat. It's my chat. I'll do what I want. What? Windjammers 2? What?
Windjammers 2 is sure to serve up fun when it launches in 2019. You can warm up with the original Windjammers from October 23rd this year.
Nice. Windjammers 2?
Hey, dig this.
Terraria. Nice. 2019? Goodness gracious.
Rise and shine, inmates. Build and manage a maximum security prison in Prison Architect Nintendo Switch Edition.
BAFTA award-winning simulation and management game Prison Architect puts you in charge of your very own penitentiary. Look after your inmates by building a secure lockup, keeping them safe and healthy, and helping rehabilitate them into productive members of society. But be careful, people have needs. Treat them poorly and you'll find yourself with a riot on your hands. The game includes a fully fledged story mode that explores the grim and gruesome reality of legal grey areas in the prison system, and an in-depth sandbox mode. You can also upload your best builds to World of Wardens, so players across the globe can test drive your creations. Prison Architect for Nintendo Switch is a premium edition, which includes 2 expansions, All Day and a Night and Psych Ward, letting you up the challenge with new wardens and maps, as well as a new security class, the Criminally Insane. As something else to look forward to, a new add-on pack based on Prison Architect's wildly popular Escape Mode will be available on Nintendo Switch later this summer. In Escape Mode, you take on the role of an inmate, carry out missions, earn cash, recruit new crew members, and do whatever it takes to dig, sneak, swim, or fight your way to freedom. Will you build a calm utopia of rehab and care, or come down on your inmates with an iron fist? After all, it's your prison, your rules.
Knuckle down and lock 'em up. Prison Architect Nintendo Switch Edition is available to download right now.
Okay.
Escape Mode will be available to purchase as downloadable content later this summer. Get ready for massively multiplayer action in Morphe's Law, a unique team-based online shooter where your size affects your abilities.
Now that the humans are gone, we can get to business. Meet the Morphees. The humans gave us one purpose: to grow as big as possible. We shoot to grow. And we grow to be. Bigger parts means bigger powers. But bigger isn't always better. And a diverse team
Weirdest
means
shoe.
diverse tactics. Play in games of 4-on-4 online multiplayer and up to 8-person local multiplayer with offline play against bots. Make your own weapons and customize your morph with gyro aiming controls at 60-ish frames per second.
60-ish.
Thanks for that, big guy. Morphe's Law shoots onto Nintendo eShop tonight.
Oh, what?
By the way, all the titles on screen right now will be playable on the show floor at Gamescom 2018. If you're there,
What?
we hope you'll swing by and give them a whirl. And if you're not there, look forward to seeing them on Nintendo eShop in the future.
What?
We hope you enjoyed this Indie Highlights presentation. As always, we'll continue to deliver new information on all sorts of independent titles coming to Nintendo Switch in the future. In fact, stay tuned for even more info coming very soon. Thanks for watching.
Tonight.
I don't know how I feel about 60-ish.
Why don't you just wait and play the game? play the game, then you'll know how it runs, see how it is. Most games don't run at a solid 6 frames per second the whole time. Most games don't. So I mean, whatever. If you want to play it, you play it. If you don't, you don't. It's up to you. People always got something to complain about, though. People always got something to complain about. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, that basically wraps it up for that. Display. All right, yeah. So screw the Xbox. Probably not going to be doing live reactions like that anymore. Because it didn't even show up in my feed. Excuse me. It didn't even show up in my feed. Let me just go ahead and put this back. Yeah, I'm probably have to do a whole different thing for live reactions. Probably not even gonna use my Xbox anymore. I might as well just use my PC. All right, let's go back to this. All right, well, I mean, let me see. I think there was actually some stuff that went down when I was during the show. I had my alert box off. So if anybody, let me read off some of the subscriptions or donations or stuff that we had. All right, yeah, just D with the donation. Of the $5 donations, just shout outs, man. Akira 361 with the Twitch follow. Thank you so much. Hollow Animations with the Twitch follow. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. All right, so I mean, pretty good Nintendo Nindies Direct. I mean, I thought it was okay. Everspace. The highlights for me were Everspace. That was looking really hype. I liked Everspace. That looked cool. I never even knew about the game. Apparently, it's already out on PS4. That game looked really good. Morphe's Law dropping tonight. That was freaking crazy. Windjammers 2. Being in development for the Switch, or just being in development. That's the first world premiere of Windjammers 2. Release date for Windjammers, that's great, October. I thought that game might have come a little bit sooner, but hey, it is what it is. Morphe's Law being tonight. I mean, we were just talking about icons the other day, but the fact that game is dropping tonight is freaking insane, man. I'm actually excited for that. So we're gonna have some Morphe's Law tonight. Tonight UK time. So for me, it's going to be like, you know, not too long from now. It's going to be, I think, like maybe like 5 o'clock or something like that, my time. Because I think they said UK. What time did they say in the UK? But yeah, man, I thought it was pretty good. They linked it through Twitter. Was it unlisted? I'm looking at the thing. It wasn't unlisted here. So yeah, they did put it through there. But it wasn't unlisted. So... it's up on their channel. It's just not. I mean, sometimes it takes YouTube a little bit of time, I guess, to filter it through, or whatever the case is. I'm looking through on the Nintendo UK and their videos, and it's still, yeah, okay, now it's up. Yeah, now I see it. So yeah, I mean, 28 minutes ago it went live. So, I mean, it is what it is. Moonlighter looks really good. I thought Moonlighter looks really good. There were some cool games. I thought it was good. It was there was a lot of games in there. It was longer than I thought it would be if we were going to have. I thought it was going to be like another 10, 15-minute show. A 22-minute show, just bang, bang, bang. Just got out all the games. I thought that was cool. I didn't have a problem with that. I thought it was a good show. 1 p.m. EST for Morphe's Law. Okay, Quiet Lion Gaming. Okay, dude, if it's 1 p.m. EST, dude, that's 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 10 o'clock my time. So that's literally less than 5 hours. That's less than 5 hours I'll be able to play Morphe's Law. That's pretty cool. Awesome stuff, man. Also, shout outs to Cajun Bowser with the Twitch follow. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to Elite Ninja Village. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Yeah, 10 a.m. where I'm at. 10 a.m. So not bad at all. Yeah, Windjammers, man. Yeah, Windjammers. And then Windjammers 2. I mean, I've heard so many good things about Windjammers. I've played Windjammers just a little bit, not enough to really form like a great opinion about it. But apparently, like, I mean, we got a game called Disc Jam, and everyone says like, "Yo, Disc Jam is cool, but like Windjammers is a lot better." Even though Disc Jam is like the newer, more modern game. So yeah, just because of the isometric, or not isometric, but like the overhead view is a lot more fun to play than the 3D view, because like gauging depth, because how you play Disc Jam, it's like 3D-ish and you're looking directly into it, you know, like a tennis game, and gauging like the depth and sometimes is really hard, whereas Windjammer, since it's like a isometric or like over the top, it's a lot easier to kind of see where things are going, and it makes for more intense battles. So that's what I've heard between the two, which makes sense. You thought Morphe's Law was a physical game? I don't think they ever said it was going to be physical right off the back. I think they said from the beginning it's an eShop game. It might come physical later, but that's not going to be before the digital version of the game. So yeah. Monster Boy looks really good. I think I might that might be the first Monster Boy game that I play. It's apparently Monster Boy is an old franchise, right? We're dating back to the like Sega Master System or something like that. So like I've never played a Monster Boy game, so that one looks really cool. That one looks really good. That one looks really good. What else did you guys like? Is Morphe's Law free? I don't think Morphe's Law is free, or otherwise it would have said free to play game, right? So I don't think it's a free to play game because I don't think there's microtransactions in the game. So it's a paid game. I think. That Bad North and the Moonlighter and what was like the War is whatever that game was, those all looked really like there wasn't really anything that looked too bad. I mean, there's a couple games that I didn't care for, but like for me, like I said, the highlights are definitely I wish FDG, like I wish they would have talked about Oceanhorn, maybe like an Oceanhorn 2, but maybe they're just not there yet because Oceanhorn 2 still isn't out on mobile yet, so maybe they're just not there to talk about Oceanhorn 2 being on the Switch. But that's the game that I thought maybe we could hear more about. Okay, so let's get some more information here, guys. So shout outs to Nintendo Everything. So Everspace, the Stellar Edition, which is probably the most graphically enhanced game or graphically impressive game out of this whole Nindies Direct. Outside of Morphe's Law, Everspace Stellar Edition will be sold in December, and it'll be sold physically. So there will be a physical version of Everspace Stellar Edition, which all of you guys were really hyped about, or many of you guys thought it was a pretty good looking game. So Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, we were just talking about that game. That game's coming November 6th. So that's another November game to get maybe before Pokemon, if you're into Pokemon. Obviously, you don't have. So there's a lot of people that don't like Pokemon. Let's Go, Pikachu, or whatever. You don't have to get it. But yeah. For everyone else, there's Monster Boy to pick up in November, so that's cool. Windjammers 2 is just announced for Switch, so that's the world premiere of Windjammers 2. That's the world premiere of it. And then the first game is out this October, so we got a little bit of time before that, this October. But it's just 2019 for Windjammers 2. So Morphe's Law, Bad North, and Prison Architect are all out on the Nintendo Switch today. So to me, out of those three games, Morphe's Law was definitely the best one. Maybe Bad North was probably the next, and then Prison Architect. But then again, I haven't played any of them yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. But Morphe's Law looked really good. Morphe's Law looks really good. They're still updating. There's still some more stuff. The Gardens Between is out on September 20th, so that game's coming out next month in about 1 month's time. That's the game where they were walking like on the hill and they were like rotating or whatever. Really weird looking game. Not my style. Too slow paced. But that's out then. But for me, man, Everspace, dude, that looks cool. It's like Star Fox or something like that, man. I didn't even know. Like I said, I never even heard about the game beforehand. Like, where'd this game come from? So apparently, has anybody already played a lot of Everspace, the game on PS4? Right? It's on other systems. Is it like really good or not? Like, tell me, like, what is it? I can't remember the next exact game, but the Morta game looked good. Morta game. I don't know what game you're talking about. What game are you talking about? Info on a physical copy of Dust, Elysian's Tale. Yeah, they had Elysian's Tale at the. When was the last time that we saw about that game? But yeah, nothing on Elysian's Tale at this point. So we'll have to wait and see. Slay the Sprite also looks cool. Slay the Sprite. Okay. Everspace is the second best rogue game I've played after Dead Cells. Wow! That's really high praise. Dead Cells is the best rogue game that I've played, but I freaking hate it, man. I die and then I go all the way back. So Everspace is like the same thing, man. Like where you go all the way back to the beginning. I don't really, man. Dead Cells is awesome. I love the game, but I really hate when I die. I go all the way back. I really dislike that. I really hate that game mechanic. I'm not a fan of the game mechanic, but I love Dead Cells. It's a great game, but man, dude, really don't like that. Aaron, try to stay away from spoilers on Octopath or anything, dude. Just like I understand you didn't say a spoiler right there, but that type of talk leads to spoilers. So just kind of relax on that, man. If you want to discuss Octopath with people, you can you can go to a different forum and do that, you know. But yeah, man. Just like I said, like that prompts a lot of people spoiling stuff when you say stuff like that. They didn't announce anything from Dragon Marked for Death. No, nothing from Dragon Marked for Death. I thought they had announced that, or I thought they have like at least a U.S. release date, like to coincide with the Japanese release date for what's that game, Undertale. So yeah, Dead Cells is awesome, man. But yeah, Dead Cells is awesome. It's just that God. But yeah. Yeah, no ill will though. All right, it's just like I said, that type of talk has led to spoilers before in the chat, and then people get pissed off because people start spoiling stuff. It's just so yeah, it's all good though. Congratulations on them getting to that new area though, man. Murphy's Law is 16 pounds, so I'm guessing $20. Yeah, $20. Does anyone know when the direct? What does that mean? What are you talking about? We just watched the Nindies direct. If you watch my my Valkyria Chronicles video, which all of you guys should definitely go watch my Valkyria Chronicles video. I already stated that I'm gonna get the game on Xbox One and also on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, so check out my video on the game. Check out my video on the game. Yeah, no information on Travis Strikes Again. I think it's Travis Strikes Again. I don't know if it's Travis Strikes Back. I used to call it Travis Strikes Back. I think it's called Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, not Travis Strikes Back. That's like the Empire Strikes Back, like Star Wars. It's not that. It's Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. But yeah, no information on that at this point. No information on that. So we'll have to wait and see. Do you really think that Valkyria will benefit from the Xbox? Seems like the game would run perfectly on the Switch. Yeah, the game runs perfectly on the Switch. I actually played the Xbox One demo. I played the Xbox One demo on the Xbox One X, and I was having a hard time. I mean, I'm not Digital Foundry, but they look literally identical. The games look really, because the game naturally looks washed out. You know, the game runs. I think the game runs in. It's either checkerboarded 4K. Or it's upscaled or whatever, checkerboarded upscaled. But I played the game in 4K on my Vizio TV, and there's some slight differences with like maybe some of the depth of the characters or colors, but it looks very similar. They all look very similar because of the style and the engine that's used in the game. It runs fine on both systems. It runs fine. Personally, I want to have a portable version of Valkyria Chronicles because that style again I think is really cool to play portable. Like I'm going to be just having my headphones in and watching NFL and playing Valkyria Chronicles. It's going to be perfect for that. But I'm getting the Xbox One version because I'm probably going to get a review code for the Xbox One version of the game. But yeah, I played on the Xbox One as well. The only difference is another big difference between the Xbox One version and the... why isn't my alert box popping up? Is my alert box popping up? All right, I think... Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Is that the demo has the Japanese voice track on it for the Xbox One version. The Nintendo Switch version does not have the Japanese voice track. So there is that difference. Now, and I think in the full game, you'll have the Japanese voice track in the Switch version. But just for the demo, you can listen to the Japanese voices, which are, of course, I mean, the voice acting in the game is not bad. It's good, English voice acting. But the Japanese voice acting just seems like they put a little bit more emotion into it. It just seems like it's naturally what it's supposed to be heard as, you know? Not like I said, it's not bad, but I do prefer the Japanese voice track. But I prefer the Japanese voice track in everything because it seems to me like the Japanese voice actors, since Japanese voice acting for video games is such like a high in demand market to the West, it is, but it seems like they just use like the budget actors. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody's got like Nolan North or whatever it is, you know, or guys like that. So it just seems to me like they use like the budget actors for the West, but then in Japan they get like the really top list A-tier voice actors for these Japanese games. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Not bad, but definitely Japanese voice track is really good. Like it's really good. So yeah, is it 60-ish frames per second? I have no idea, to be honest. I just played the game. Valkyria Chronicles is one of those games that it doesn't matter if it runs in 60 or if it runs in 30 because it's not a real game where there's like action to where like 60 frames or 30 frames makes a difference. It honestly doesn't matter. You have a meter, you can only go a certain amount. Chances are you're not going to want to move there like quick or reactions. It's not even about that. So 60 or 30, there's really no difference. I've played Valkyria Chronicles on the PC and also on the PS4 at 60 frames per second, and I've played it on the PS3 relatively close in time, literally like back and forth, and that's 30 frames per second, and there's like no difference. I mean, there is, but there isn't. For Valkyria Chronicles, it like honestly does not matter whether it's in, and I'm not just saying that. Really, like, you can play the PS3 version of the original Valkyria Chronicles, and it really makes no difference whether it's in 30 or 60. It's a strategy tactical game. It just doesn't matter. Half the time you're just trying to make sure that you get to a certain point. It doesn't need to be in 60. There's no fast reactions. You slowly shoot. You slowly pick. It goes into an overhead screen. I mean, it just doesn't matter, man. It just doesn't matter whether it's in 60 or 30. Shout outs to Melphis Sky, and also I heard some subscriptions. What happened? Oh, just Melphis Sky. Thank you, man. Thank you for this subscription. Appreciate that, homie. Confirmed fake game. Did I play the story mode in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in Japanese? I played through the game the first time in English, and then I played through the game. I'm playing through the game in Japanese. Now, when I play the Torna DLC, I'm tempted to just play that game, and I'm just tempted to play it all in Japanese, just because the Japanese voice actors are better in Xenoblade. Now, the English voice actors are not bad. They're actually really good. The English voice actors are actually really good in Xenoblade. Rex is a little off, but nothing to where I'm going to complain too much about. But the Japanese voice actors are really good in Xenoblade, so I'm probably just going to play it all the way through. Like, I cannot wait for the Torna DLC. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for that. I'm so hyped for that. So yeah, let's go ahead and move into the Q&A section, guys. If you guys have any questions now, we can kind of move on. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer questions for about another. I don't even know what I'm doing up. It's 5:42 a.m. where I'm at. I've gotten no sleep, but I'm completely wide awake because of personal stress and stuff like that, man. So I'm up. I have a video that's going up at 6 a.m. So you guys can watch that video as soon as I feel like I'm done live streaming. We also have a giveaway as well. Make sure you guys check out my giveaway. I'm going to type it into the channel here. $50 eShop card, 3 weeks. So make sure you check it out, guys. Make sure you check out the giveaway. So yeah, if you guys have questions, tag me at Player Essence. I'll be more than happy to answer you guys' questions at Player Essence. At Player Essence, all one word. Downloading Bad North now. Okay, Eric, tell me how it is, man. What do you think you will see more of in 2019? I think we'll see Metroid. I think we'll see Bayonetta. I think we'll see Fire Emblem, obviously. I think we'll see Animal Crossing. I think we'll see one of these two franchises, either F-Zero or like a Wave Race or something like that, or like Excite Truck, some other type of third-tier franchise or whatever that Nintendo has. We'll see something like that. So yeah, that's what I think. Got your shirt? You love it? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're pretty. The Gildan shirts are pretty good quality, man. I gotta buy myself a navy blue shirt myself. I got a black shirt and I got a black tank, and then I bought a purple women's tee. But I'm not giving that to the person who I was gonna give it to anymore. I don't know. I don't think she even wants it anymore. So I'm going to maybe have a giveaway for that. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna send it back. I'm gonna buy a navy blue shirt. So just woke up. Well, I mean, it's probably better for you just to go to on Nintendo Everything and look at the highlights of it, and then have me explain everything. So yeah. Appreciate the merch boys purchase though, Andre, man. I really do. Yeah, J2 Blue, just go on Nintendo Everything. It's better just to go on Nintendo Everything and just look at just run through the highlights right there, man. It's easier than me saying stuff. I mean, but yeah, like Windjammers too. We had a game called Everspace that looked good. Bad North looked good. Morphe's Law's dropping in a few hours, like less than 5 hours. Morphe's Law's dropping. So yeah, just go on Nintendo Everything. Just open up another window and just go on Nintendo Everything. That'll kind of get you all caught up. The replay of the Direct is on Nintendo UK, the Nintendo UK channel. So if you want to watch the replay of the Direct, you can watch it on the Nintendo UK channel. So yeah. Remember when the port series kept on saying that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was just a port? Well, unsurprisingly, there's some that are still needlessly saying that. Oh, well, silly anyway. Nah, nobody with the brain that's actually saying that anymore at this point. I think it's pretty clear that Super Smash Bros. Is not a port. It's not. So, I mean, or they don't know what a port is. So, I mean, nobody with the brain, nobody that can actually sit there and defend their, like, nobody that can sit there and actually realistically come out and prove it or say anything. Just people that they were wrong and they continue to be wrong, and or they don't know what a port is. Either way. So, I mean, there are dumb people. That's one thing you have to realize. There are stupid people that go on the internet and type. I mean, it's a very common thing for somebody who's dumb, who literally is dumb and doesn't know what they're talking about, to get on the internet and start typing. I mean, it happens all the time. So, I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to with some people that are literally just dumb, or they're playing dumb, or they're trolling, you know, or something like that. But there are dumb people. You guys have to realize this. There are dumb people that go on the internet and type stuff and, like, argue with people, and they're literally dumb. You know, so just got to realize that, guys. Mojo, you didn't stream the NVIDIA press conference. I'm not big on streaming that tech stuff. I mean, we'll see. When is that conference going down? I mean, I might as well, right? I mean, I bet it'll get pretty good views on the channel, wouldn't it? So, I mean, let me see. I think it's in 3 hours, right? Yeah, so it's in 3 hours. It says before the game. So I guess they're going to be talking about game. They're going to be talking about their new graphics GPUs. So yeah, maybe I should stream it. Yeah, I said I was gonna start streaming more, so maybe I'll stream it. Yeah, I'll stream it. Why not? If I'm awake, I'll stream it. It's in 3 hours. Maybe I'll take like a nap, take a little nap, and then I'll stream it in a bit. But yeah, maybe I will. I know. Andy, I was thinking about John over at Spawnwave, and I know he's a huge Windjammers fan, so he might already be up though. It's almost 9 o'clock where he's at, so I'm thinking John's already up and he knows about what's going on. So, I mean, he has a baby. His baby's probably up. So, from what I heard, switch to PC, like they're $400 for the new one, right? So, I mean, if it's $400, that's not too bad, is it? Like $400 for like the new graphics cards? Like, unless you heard it. Well, I mean, in your currency, I guess it's a lot more, right? Did you miss something? I don't know. What do you think? What'd you miss? Who am I excited to play in Smash Ultimate? So far, King K. Rool and Simon for me. Yeah, I'm excited to play Simon. I'm excited to play Sheik. Sheik's going to be my main. I'm excited that Wolf is back. I'm excited to play Ices. I've never played Ices before, like, seriously. Like, I've used them before, but I've never used them seriously. So I'm excited to play Ices in this one. Ice Climbers, for those who don't know, Ice Climbers, people call them Ices in competitive Smash community. So I'm excited to play the Ices. I'm excited to play... Dude, there's like 70-something characters, man. But like Richter, Simon, all those characters, man. They all look good. Like, I can't wait to play. But Wolf, I'm excited to play. I want to see Palutena, too. Like, Palutena is not very good, but Palutena, she's super strong. And she has some really cool grab confirms, like, combos. So I'm waiting to see, like, I'm thinking they're going to buff the hell out of her. So I'm thinking that Palutena is going to be, like, at least maybe a mid-tier in this game. But the thing about it, guys, is that Super Smash Brothers is so crazy. Even, like, with the mid-tiers or low-tiers, you can still beat higher-tiered characters. Like, I watched Anti. I watched Anti completely body people in a New York regional or New York local with Charizard, you know, and some good players too, not bad players, good players. Like, completely just destroy people with Charizard. So Charizard's not looked at as a really good fighter in Smash Brothers. He's looked at as like a mid-tierish, you know, mid to low tier, and like, you know, he was using Charizard. So I mean, Rage. There's other things that factors into it, but I mean, I'm just excited. I'm excited to play Smash. Smash is gonna be huge for Nintendo, absolutely massive for Nintendo. What time is it in California? You can Google that, my guy. Pete, Mr. Pete, why you asking me that question? I mean, that's such a simple thing to Google. You can literally open up another, if you're on a web browser or if you're on your phone, you can just open up another tab. You can just say, what time is it? What time is it in Los Angeles? You can do that, and you can in a second, in the seconds that I've even said this, it says 5:50 a.m. It will take you just that quick if you really want to know, my guy. But it's 5:50 a.m. I did it for you. It's 5:50 a.m., Mr. Pete. But if you really want to know what time it is, you gotta use modern technology, man. You gotta just do it, and you can find out the time in any country, anytime, any place, anywhere. You can find out the time right there just by using that internet browser of yours, my guy. So I'm not obligated to tell people what time it is. Like, I'm not obligated to do that when it's so easy they can just do it themselves. Like, I'm not obligated to tell people the time. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Dreamcast Guy. What's up, Dreamcast Guy? Memphis Sky says, player since would you like to see Midna with Wolf Link come to Smash? I mean, it would be nice. I mean, it'd be cool. But I mean, it's not like I'm like super like, oh, I need Midna and Wolf Link. It's not like that. Like, I need that. But I mean, if Midna with Wolf Link came, that'd be cool. I'd be down for it. I like Twilight Princess. So yeah. Now that we had a Nindies presentation, do you believe we'll get a Nintendo Direct? I think it'll be mid-September. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't, guys. I don't see why we wouldn't. They just had a Nindies Direct right now, man. So I mean, if we knew when another Direct would be, we'd be talking about that. But obviously we don't. So I don't know why you're asking everybody here. Everyone's just gonna tell you I don't know. People don't use Google. I know Google is such a great thing and it's right there and people don't use it enough. I think, well, people do use Google. Actually, people use Google a lot, but I think that this is the main reason why I say that kids today, like little kids today, are more intelligent because they use the internet a lot more than people that grew up at our time period when internet wasn't a thing. Like, there was internet, but it wasn't a thing that's for like mass consumption. So sometimes people are just like, they'll ask other people things instead of just like, you know how many times I've seen on like Twitter or on YouTube, like people go to YouTube comments and ask people like the most basic things that you can just simply, if you just open up a tab and you can find out exactly what you're looking for. But instead, like, they'll go and they'll ask people on YouTube or they'll ask people on Twitter. And I'm like, and I'm not talking about like hard questions, you know, or something that like would be like researching stuff, but I'm talking about like simple, basic things like, when's the release date for this? You know, like for this game, when you could just simply type in like, when's the release date for this game? You know what I'm saying? People going into comments and going on Twitter, it's just for basic stuff, you know? Players, Mr. P says players says Google is hard. I know, man. It's hard, dude. So it means I'm smarter than you. You probably were more intelligent, yeah, as a kid growing up, yeah, because kids have access to the internet. I didn't have access to the internet when I was a kid. I didn't have access to the internet like kids have access to the internet today. Like if you grew up, like, let's say you were born in like the late 90s and you grew up in the 2000s, pretty much since you were a little kid, you've had access to internet in a stable and a good way. Whereas when I was growing up as a kid, we didn't have internet didn't become a normal thing, and it didn't become normal and fast, or at least somewhat fast. We're not talking like dial-up is dial-up. Dial-up is garbage. But internet didn't become normal and fast until like 2006 or 2005. That's when the internet started becoming okay. You can get some pretty good internet. Like maybe 2001, 2002, but it still wasn't like it is at this point. So if you were born in the 2000s and you, like, let's say, you know, you're in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, obviously you had way better internet. You were able to research things way faster. So you were able to, you know, kids today, the modern benefit of technology definitely helps them out, makes them learn things quicker. My daughter is way more intelligent than I was when I was her age, because she has ABC Mouse. She has all these different things. She has iPads that she can go to. She has different shows that's enhancing her vocabulary. I didn't have all that. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, I remember Mr. P. Yeah, I remember dial-up, man. Net zero, dude. You gotta make sure when you're on the internet, somebody else can't be on the phone. Otherwise, you hear. Yeah, man, I remember dial-up, dude. Dial-up was slow as I do. Here's what I remember doing on dial-up. Like, we had net zero, dude. And I remember, like, we had to, like there was, like, emulator sites, like, first started coming up, like, in the mid to late 90s, you started seeing emulator sites. So we would go up on our net zero, or you know, the ones that you get in the mail, like, net zero, free trial. And then, like, afterwards, like, $9.95 a month. And like every month they'd send you a new one, so you just cancel it, right? So we put these Net Zero discs in there and stuff, and we would use Net Zero, and we would download games off the internet, like a lot of Japanese games, a lot of games like Super Famicom games and stuff like that. And here's the thing. You can't leave it by itself because it takes forever to download. Like these megabyte files takes forever to download these small megabyte Super Nintendo games. So you had to click on it, then click off. So minimize, then unminimize, minimize, then unminimize every now and then. Otherwise, Net Zero will boot you off the internet and you won't finish your download. So I remember one time we were downloading a Dragon Ball Z card game, like from the Super Famicom. It was a Dragon Ball Z card game that had an English translation. Somebody did an English translation for it. I don't know, we really wanted to play this Dragon Ball Z game. And my brother was like, okay, he's like, I think he said, I'm going to practice for football. Just make sure you watch it. Cause like it was going to take like 3 hours to download or something like that. And I started playing Street Fighter and I forgot. Like I was clicking it and I forgot. And I totally forgot because I was getting into Street Fighter. And then my brother came home and he's like, oh, the download. And I'm like, oh, I forgot. He got so mad at me because I forgot to press the download on there. So yeah, man, it was I remember dial-up. I remember dial-up really, really well. I remember dial-up really well, man. It was horrible. He was on that web TV struggle. What is web TV? I never heard about that. I never heard about web TV. AOL was looked at as like a slightly better Net Zero. When people start talking about AOL, it's like, oh, well, AOL, is that faster? I think so. I think it is. Let's try it out. You got mail. Those days sucked. Those days sucked booty. They were horrible. We had AOL in the UK. Yeah, man. AOL, dude. You guys had AOL America Online, and it was like in the UK. You're not America. You said you just got... Okay, Eric says, I just got bodied on the first level of Bad North. Learning, huh? Okay. So what is Bad North? Is it like a really hard... Was it like a Dark Souls type of... Okay. What's going on here? Mr. Pete says, I remember trying to get ROMs on dial-up. Took forever just to get one SNES ROM. Yeah, man. I was the same. It was the same exact way, dude. Same exact way. Bro, do you remember Windows XP? Yeah, I remember Windows XP. I remember it being okay. Like, Windows Vista was the really bad one from what I remember. DOS. Okay, somebody talked about DOS. Yeah, I remember we had DOS back in the day. And I used to play Test Drive. I used to play Test Drive back in the day on DOS, like with my mouse and keyboard, or playing like that. playing Test Drive and playing Carmen Sandiego, Test Drive, Wheel of Fortune, Oregon Trail. We had all of those games on my ghetto PC that we had. My dad put together this ghetto gray beige PC, and it just had a bunch of just games, and like I would just play them. I don't know why, because I played all my Super Nintendo games. We didn't have a ton of money for games as a kid. We would get games very rarely, and then sometimes I didn't have the money to rent games, so I would just be playing these old games, Carmen Sandiego and Test Drive, over and over and over again, dude. Like, oh gosh. The more that I look back at my childhood, the more that, like, it wasn't... I mean, obviously today, I can get any game that I want, but the more that I look back, the more I realize, like, man, like, today's gamers are stuck up. Y'all stuck up like crazy. You guys have a endless supply of cheap... Like, there was no indie games back when I was a kid. Like, I would have killed for cheap... $7, $8, $10 games. People take indies for granted. I would have loved for all the different indie games that come out today. I would have loved to have those as a kid. We didn't have that. You had expensive ass games. Every game was freaking $50 or whatever the case was. Unless like you wait a while that you can get them on sale. You have like the used stores. But I would have killed for the indie market as a kid. It would have been the greatest thing ever. Like today's gamers are the most stuck up brats ever, like, in my opinion. Like, that's why I don't complain anymore, because when I was a kid, I was happy as hell when I was a kid, even though I didn't have anything. I had literally, I mean, we had games. I mean, I have a ton of NES games. We had a bunch of games that my dad bought me, but after that, it was slim pickings, man. The Super Nintendo games were $70. $70 back in the day. Some games were $70. The cartridges were expensive. Games just in general. And we didn't have any of that. We didn't have all the reviews that we can look at. We didn't have all the resources. And I sound old as hell right now, and that's fine. I'm going on my rant right now, guys. But man, dude, as a kid, I wish I had all the stuff that we got today. I don't really see the need to complain too much about anything in terms of how games are today, because it was horrible compared to how it was. I mean, compared to what you get, there's just so much more to get. But anyway. I used to play Prince Gross's players. I used to play Red Alert and MS-DOS on my crusty Intel Pentium 2 processor. Yeah, man, that was me, dude. I used to play those little Tiger electronic games too, like Ninja Gaiden and stuff. You put in some batteries and you're like, hey, we had like 5 or 10 of those that my dad would just buy at yard sales and stuff. Like we had a lot of those old school Tiger arcade games. They were just like the same background, and then like it was just like it was really primitive type of stuff. Let me see here. I can show you guys for the younger audience. It's like Tiger Electronics, Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, okay, here it is. I think I found it. So, yeah, I totally had one of these things back in the day. I want to show you guys because it was so
Classic Game Room is Tiger Electronic handheld games. There are based on big arcade games from the 80s. Here's another one. It's Electronic Shinobi. Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Electronic Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden. They all kind of blend together after a while. The difference here, I guess, is that Electronic Shinobi is better than Electronic Ninja Gaiden. It's true. This one is decidedly average for the crappy LCD handheld genre.
So, guys, I played that as a kid. And that's what you played, man. Look at the same background. There was like nothing, man. But the ninja on there looked so cool. But that's what I would play as a kid, man. I played that. That's what I would spend time playing. And I would get my butt kicked. I had no idea. The sound was trash. The game was kind of trash, but man, that's what I was playing as a kid, dude. Oh yeah, I've actually watched this video a million different times, guys. So yeah, classic. If you guys want more classic Game Room, he's actually on Amazon Prime. His show is on Amazon Prime, and you can watch it on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, make sure you go out there and watch Classic Game Room. Support the man over there. He's still doing his thing, man. He's still doing his thing on Amazon. So check it out. But yeah, he's not done yet. He's not done. He's there. So I actually watched some of his episodes on Amazon Prime just the other day. He said I used to hate those handheld games, blasting the fast. Yeah, man. Yeah, the football ones, Tyler. Yeah, man, the football ones were funny too. I played the football ones. Was there Tecmo Bowl? Was there Tecmo Bowl football or just regular football? I remember playing those too, man. Skip it says just woke up. Is it 6 a.m.? What's going on? This man's in a confused daze. It's 6 a.m. It's 6:04 where I'm at. There was a Nindies Direct where they announced some pretty cool stuff. Probably the biggest highlight was Morphe's Law is launching in less than 4 hours, and also Everspace is coming to Nintendo Switch, and it looks freaking amazing. Excuse me. Tecmo on Sega Genesis, best football game of all time. I think the best football game of all time is Super Tecmo Bowl. To me, that's the best football game of all time. And that was my favorite football game of all time, was Super Tecmo Bowl, dude. Bo Jackson, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, first of all, caught everything. Like, Jerry Rice never dropped the football. Jerry Rice was always open on Tecmo Bowl. That's what I loved about it, because I would just pick Steve Young, and I would just go, or was Joe Montana still on there? It was either Steve Young or Joe Montana. Either way. I think it was Joe Montana. Never mind. No, it wasn't until 94. So yeah, Tecmo Bowl's before 94. But I would pick the 49ers, and I would just throw the ball at Jerry Rice, and every time, baby, you couldn't stop Jerry Rice. And then even if you do pick the same play, I'll throw the ball at John Taylor. I'll throw the ball at John Taylor on the other side. And then we still had, who else did we have at running back? I think we had Ricky Waters, or I forgot who was at running back. But yeah, 49ers were awesome on there. It was great. And then if I couldn't win, then I would pick the Raiders and Bo Jackson. Then I picked Bo Jackson, and you couldn't beat. Bo knows. You couldn't beat Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. He was the beast. He was just God. The Raiders sucked in that game, but Bo Jackson was amazing. Bo Jackson was amazing, dude. Bubsy? Yeah, dude. I remember Bubsy. I played Bubsy a lot as a kid. You Americans and your Genesis. LT was LT was a nightmare on there. The thing about LT though, all you had to do is really just roll away from his side. Like, just don't run a play to his side and you're okay. But yes, LT was a nightmare. If you picked the right play, LT literally just went like freaking instant transmission to your quarterback. LT was like, hey, you thought my name was LT? Nah, I'm Goku. This man would instant transmission to your quarterback and you'd be sacked. It was like, down, blue 42, and then all of a sudden you hack the ball, then LT's right there in your face. It's just sack you. I was like, what the heck, dude? Like, you can't get past it. Yeah, man, the zigzag running. That's how you have to do it. It's the zigzag running. You gotta go like that. Otherwise, you couldn't outrun the defenders just going straight. So you had to zigzag, and then the defenders just go. They just dive in one play. They just start diving. Yeah, man, that's what you had to do. I never played the original FIFA, Michael. I never played the original FIFA. People say Vic is the most broken, but don't remember Bo Jackson. Yeah, Vic is the most broken. K-Mac, the great. Vic is the most broken in the modern era. I'll tell you guys, the three most broken characters in football history are definitely Bo Jackson is the original most broken character. Next would be Michael Vick in Madden 2004 with Playmaker. Michael Vick was literally unstoppable in that. And then I would say it was like in Madden 2005, LeVar Arrington and Ty Law. Ty Law, Ray Lewis, LeVar Arrington. Unstoppable. Ray Lewis shed every tackle, would tackle you every time, never missed a tackle. LeVar Arrington was just too fast as a linebacker. He was all over the place. He can cover everything because his speed was like an 86 or 87. His physicality was good. I mean, his shed blocks, his sacks. I picked the Redskins in that version of Madden. And then Ty Law. Ty Law on the Patriots, you couldn't throw to his side in Madden 05. You can't. It's an interception every time. Ty Law and Champ Bailey. But Ty Law was a little bit better than Champ Bailey that year. Those were the three most broken characters ever in that version of Madden. And then, of course, Michael Vick in the previous year. And then Bo Jackson. Broken as hell, dude. Like, Jesus. Could not beat those characters. Vic, the thing about Vic is that it wasn't necessarily his speed, it was his acceleration. Because he gets the top speed faster than anybody else got. I think his acceleration was a 99. It was a 98 or 99. So the problem was that there wasn't many defenders that could accelerate as fast as Vic and catch him. So you might have somebody that has a 97 speed, but what's their acceleration? Their acceleration was not as fast as Vic's. So Vic would pull away from that defender. So it was just, Vic was very, very difficult to cover. I remember going to the Madden Challenge, and I think I won like 3 matches before I lost to, but I played the Atlanta Falcons 3 times in a row, man. I played the Falcons every single round, and then I got absolutely destroyed by the Atlanta Falcons in the 4th round of the Madden Challenge, like in 2005 or 2000. I think it was early 2005. So we were playing Madden 2004, but it was in early 2005 in like San Fran or something like that, or the Bay Area. I forgot exactly where, but I was playing in the Madden Challenge, and freaking. Dude, I was playing it. It's just one Atlanta Falcons player after another, man. It was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. I hated it. I used the Giants back then. Randy Moss in 02. Okay, Moss in 02. The thing about Moss in 02, he was he still on? Where was he on? Was he on the Vikings at that point? Or was he on the Raiders at that point? Or no, he was on the Vikings at that point. Yeah, Moss was really good. The thing about Moss in 02 is that what you can do with the receivers and why receivers aren't as broken is because receivers don't have the ball right away. So what you can do is you can always put a double up spy on there. You can always manually go and cover that yourself. So that's the reason why receivers necessarily aren't as broken as, like, let's say like a running back or a quarterback, because a running back gets the ball right away. A quarterback has the ball in its hands, you know, or like a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning, or like a shutdown corner can shut down that side. Whereas receivers, it's a little bit different with receivers because you need to make the throw to them, and you can double and triple team receivers, you know. So that's the thing about receivers. Yes, Moss was amazing, but at the same time, like, you can do some things to stop receivers in the game. So yeah, Vikings, okay, yeah. And the problem with the Vikings back then, too, is that I think Culpepper was their quarterback. So while Culpepper was good, you know, obviously he wasn't the best quarterback that year. So, I mean, but he was good. I think he was on the cover of one of the Maddens, wasn't he? He was like on the cover of one of the Maddens. So, well, Culpepper was good. Player says Children of Morta was one of my highlights from the Direct. Okay, is that game out now, Children of Morta? Is it out now, or is it, when's that game coming? I want to check that game out. It actually looks pretty cool. Vince Young and CJ 2K were an Option Nightmare. Yeah, they were an Option Nightmare in 08. The good thing about Madden 08, at least, is that there was a lot of defensive options that you can do to stop. But yeah, CJ was very difficult to deal with because of his speed, because he was the fastest player in the game that year. And yeah, the thing about Vic is that you take away the running game, or sorry, the thing about Vince Young is that Vince Young didn't have good passing. So at least if you took away the ground game from the Titans, you could beat them, which I played a lot of Titans players online in Madden 08 and had some success against them because you just got to take away that ground game. You just have to, I played a 4-6. Whenever I played against any of the Titans, people who use the Titans online, I just played a 4-6, man. I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me through the air with Vince Young. And Vince Young was kind of inaccurate in that year's Madden. So I think he was also a replacement for the Madden cover that year. Like, they wanted somebody else, but the person that they wanted didn't want to do it, so then they picked Vince Young. So that's what I remember. Vince Young wasn't supposed to be on the cover of Madden that year. It was supposed to be somebody else, but I don't remember exactly who it was supposed to be. Was it supposed to be LaDainian Tomlinson? I think it was supposed to be LaDainian Tomlinson, but he didn't want to be on the cover. I don't remember though. Just finished watching. I think No More Heroes is getting pushed. They still said No More Heroes is this year, so we're gonna have to wait on that. They might want to put No More Heroes in a bigger Nintendo Direct. So I wouldn't say it's getting pushed yet. We'll have to wait and see on it. Yeah, you missed the Direct. Go on Nintendo Everything. If you want the highlights of the Direct, just go on Nintendo Everything because it's 22 minutes long, so I want to be able to go over everything with you. 2005 was the last good football year. Yeah, I would agree with you somewhat. 2005 was the last good, like the really last great year of Madden was 2005. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I had fun with Madden 2006. I had fun with Madden. I didn't like Madden 07. I didn't like Madden 08. Didn't like Madden 09. I hated Madden 09. Madden 2010 was frustrating, but I mean, I liked it somewhat, but it was very frustrating because people could break ridiculous tackles in that game. But yeah, I would say Madden 05 was the last solid year of football where I was really into it, like hardcore. Like I was ranked in the top 100 on the PS2 back in the day. So yeah, Madden 05 for me as well. So yeah, I agree. What's up, Kofi K? Loving that Majora's Mask 3. Yes, I have. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I have a new video up, guys. So if you guys want to stop watching me just blabber about Madden and other stuff, you guys can check out my new video that I have. So that's up on the channel. Madden 2010 was trash. I mean, there was some good things about Madden 2010, but there was a lot of bad things about Madden 2010. There was a lot of bad things about Madden 2010. There's a lot of good options for defensive play, but there was a lot of bad. I mean, I agree. There's a lot of bad, trashy things about Madden 2010. But I mean, I played it. Thanks, DJ King, for linking the video, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Ice Earthaholic, man, I agree, dude. Like, you know, Madden or like NFL 2K, 2K5 was great. You know, one with T.O. on the cover, that was great. That was a great football game. I liked it. It was a really good football game. One of the best. So yeah, that year was great for football games. You had Madden 05 and you had NFL 2K5, man. I caught both of them because if you guys remember, that year they did $20 basketball, like $20 football and basketball. NBA 2K5 and NFL 2K5 were both $20. And yeah, man, I was excited, dude. I went there and picked it up. I played Madden. Madden was obviously my #1 game, but then I picked up NFL 2K5 and it was great. But yeah, I wish they brought that back. You don't have to apologize, Daz, man. Just check out my videos when you get the opportunity, dude. Well, I mean, I think Madden's obviously lost a lot of popularity, guys. Madden used to sell like 10 million copies or something, or it used to get close to that. Like it used to sell like 6 or 7 million on PS2. Used to sell a couple million on the Xbox, like 3 million on the Xbox, and then like maybe like a million or two on the GameCube. Like Madden used to sell a lot, like, but now it doesn't even come close to those numbers. So it's nowhere near as popular as it used to be. Dead Cells, yeah, Nico, yeah, Dead Cells is awesome, man. Dead Cells is really good. I'm looking forward to playing more Dead Cells. It's really good. Children of Morta doesn't have an official release date. Okay, doesn't have an official release date on that. Okay. All right, take it easy, Michael. Have a good day at work, dude. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Let me see if there's any new information for you guys before I go. I'm gonna go off air in just a bit, guys, because I think I'm gonna stream the. the NVIDIA press conference with the graphics cards and all that stuff. So it looks like we have another announcement today for another game coming to Switch. So Underworld Ascendant is coming to Switch as well. You guys want to watch a trailer? You can watch a trailer if you guys want.
Ascendant, we have need of you. The Stygian Abyss faces its oldest and greatest threat. Typhon. Father of monsters, nemesis of Zeus. Local factions held means to halt his rise, but quarreled endlessly. Now the factions lie beyond, depleted. Recover the secrets each of the three factions held. Use that power where they could not. Only one as clever and resourceful as you may prevail. Show us a new way, Ascendant. Save our world. And your own.
What is this game? Hold up. Available November 15th. Looks like it kind of reminds me of Skyrim. So it looks like it's going to come through Steam first. But it's coming to Switch as well. But it's coming out next year. It's coming to Steam this year and then next year for the Switch. It's a fan-funded action RPG developed by Other Side Entertainment. The studio co-founded by Paul Neurath, Ultima Underworld, and Thief. Oh, okay. I thought it kind of reminded me of Thief a little bit. And Warren Spector. What? What? Sorry for my headphone users. Warren Spector? You're freaking kidding me. Dude, this guy is the original creator, Warren Spector. If you don't know him, he did Deus Ex and Epic Mickey. It's right there. Yo, what? I didn't know Warren Spector is... What? Freaking crazy. Nice. Nice. I'm going to have to check it out on Steam. I'll check it out on Steam, and I'll probably get a review code on Switch when it comes out. Pretty cool, man. Looks interesting. Now, let me see if there's any other games and stuff that announced. Okay, so Broforce is coming to the Switch on September 6th. So that's a game that's already out that you can play, but... Excuse me. Broforce is coming September 6th. Devolver Digital will be publishing that one. Yeah, that's pretty much all the highlights or updates right now, guys. Broforce, Underworld, Ascendant, those games were not in the Nindies Direct, but they are coming to the Switch. Plus, Underworld is an older RPG series. Yeah, it's an older one. I've heard about it before. I've just never played it. Remember, guys, if you just joined us, we do have a giveaway going on. Make sure you check it out. $50 eShop card. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you subscribe to Rule of Two Review, because when you do, you get 5 entries into the giveaway. I want to get my boy Rule of Two Review to 50 subscribers. And make sure you follow Julio The giveaway was sponsored by Julio. The $50 eShop card giveaway was sponsored by Julio. So make sure you you follow him as well. Get all your entries in for the giveaway. Get all your entries in. Let me check out some channels real quick. Yeah, Julio's follower count got a bit of a bump. Metroid Prime Trilogy remastered on the Switch would be nice. You know what? I think they're gonna do I think a Metroid Prime Trilogy is gonna come at some point, guys. I don't know if it'll be remastered. It might just be a release of the original ones. Yeah, Madden hasn't really been that innovative in a while, guys. I don't think it's ever gonna be too much more innovative or anything. Did I ever play the older NBA 2K games? Absolutely, man. I played NBA 2K5. That's my favorite one. I love NBA 2K5 with Ben Wallace on the cover. Dude, I played so many seasons in that game. Tyson Chandler was like 40 years old, which Tyson Chandler isn't even 40 years old right now. Like Tyson Chandler, because I'm a big Bulls fan, and Tyson, and he was on the Bulls back then, and I got him so good. Yeah, he's 35 years old right now. Tyson Chandler is 35 years old, and he plays for the Phoenix Suns. So before he was on the Bulls, so he came into the NBA straight from high school. And I played so many seasons of NBA 2K5 that Tyson Chandler, this was back in the day when it first launched, okay? Back in 2004, I played so many seasons, Tyson Chandler was nearly 40 years old and retired. So that's how much I played NBA 2K5 back in the day, dude. Tyson Chandler turned 40 years old in my game. The direct is over. The direct is over, Avatar Reggie. You can check out Nintendo Everything. That goes over the highlights of the direct. The direct is over though. Yeah, I played a lot of NBA Street Volume 2, guys. I probably put like 500 hours into NBA Street Volume 2. That was actually one of my favorite games on the GameCube that I played. Really good. It's a classic. When did the direct start? The direct started at 5 a.m. Pacific time, so 8 a.m. Eastern time. You can watch the full direct on Nintendo UK. Yeah, like he says there, you can watch the full direct on there if you want to watch it. 2K11, it's too technical for me. I have NBA 2K11 on the Xbox 360. I bought the game full price because Michael Jordan was on the cover. Because Michael Jordan is my favorite athlete of all time, and I bought it and I was confused. It was just too much stuff. Too much stuff going on, man. Just too much technicalities. Was the Nindies presentation underwhelming? I don't know. It was a bunch of different Nindies game. I don't know why it would be underwhelming. I don't think it was. It was 22 minutes of just game after game after game after game. So, no, I don't think it was underwhelming at all. Windjammers 2, Everspace. It was actually pretty good. Morphe's Law out tonight. No, I don't think it's underwhelming at all. Yeah, Dragon Quest 11, 15 days. That's going to be hype. Although, it comes out pretty much the same day as the Torna DLC. So, yeah, your boy's going to be pretty busy with both of those games. Well, it's not, Melface, it's not coming out till next year. So, you got a lot of time, before it comes out, Got a lot of time, so. We get real game theme switches, engraved artwork. What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Real game theme switches? What does real game theme switches mean? Like an actual Switch system unit itself? Themes on the system itself? Themes? What do you mean? If you mean actual, like with games engraved on the Switch, no. I don't think so, because Nintendo almost never does that for their home consoles. But the Switch is it's a hybrid. So maybe they do it, maybe they don't. But I can't sit here and say that we will or not. It's not like I'm gonna buy a bunch of different Switches, like limited edition Switches anyway. I'm not gonna spend my money on that. So. Any other questions, guys? Hoping to see some limited edition Xbox One X at Gamescom. Hoping to see a limited edition Xbox One X. That's cool. We'll see. I just got a normal black Xbox One X and it works just fine. I'm not big on limited edition systems, guys. Like I don't fall into these companies their marketing ploys where they try to get you guys to buy multiple. Like that's just such a waste of money, in my opinion. Like to get people to buy multiple systems, like multiple PS4s or multiple Xbox Ones, like just for like a different like. Unless it's like a collector's, like you want to collect it, but I mean, even then, I'm not huge on that, to be honest. Like I used to be, but not really. If I already have a system, I'm not gonna. Oh, there's this type of system I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna do that crap, you know. And yeah, I wasn't referring to you, Mr. Pete. I wasn't referring to you. But yeah, I know some people wait for like a really cool one to buy, like, you know, for like because they don't have this system. But I'm just saying in general, like these companies do this. Like they want you to buy multiple systems. Like there's so many people, not so many people, but there's, you know, people said, oh, I'm gonna buy the Spider-Man PS4 Pro. Like, don't you already have like another PS4 Pro? Yeah, I do. I bought the God of War PS4 Pro, but I want the Spider-Man PS4 Pro too. It's like that's a colossal waste of money. You know what I'm saying? Like just a colossal waste of money. But, you know, who am I to say who's wasting their money on what, you know? Yeah, Triforce, yeah, the Direct already happened. You can check out the highlights on, you can watch the Direct on Nintendo UK, or you can go on Nintendo Everything. They can highlight the Direct for you, or you can watch it on Nintendo Everything. So, yeah. No, you can't buy Morphe's Law right now. You can buy Morphe's Law in less than 4 hours. In about 3 hours and 30 minutes, you'll be able to buy Morphe's Law. No Hotline Miami announcement. No Spyro announcement. Spyro is not an indie game. No, it's not an indie game at all. Spyro, that is owned by Activision. That is published by a big publisher. That is not an indie game at all. So it wouldn't be at an Indies Direct. No, I would not buy a Xenoblade 2 Nintendo Switch. No. I would not buy the Xenoblade 2 Nintendo Switch. No. Because I already have a Nintendo Switch. Like, I don't mind like a Xenoblade 2 like dock or something like that, but I'm not gonna spend $300 on a Xenoblade 2 Nintendo Switch. No, I'm not gonna do it. Unless I was planning on giving away my Switch to someone else or something like that, maybe, or selling my. I mean, maybe I'll sell my Switch, you know, for that. But I'm not going to just buy another one. Like what I do is like if I really wanted it, I would buy the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch. And then I would sell my Switch to make up the difference for that. But I'm not just going to sit there with a bunch of special edition Switches and special edition 3DSs. I've got 2 3DSs. I've got a regular 3DS, and I've got a Majora's Mask new Nintendo 3DS. And there's a bunch of other Nintendo 3DSs that came out, but I'm just like, no, I'm good. And I passed on all of them. But I saw the Legend of Zelda one, Majora's Mask. Even though I don't like it, I don't like Majora's Mask at all, really. But I like the design of it. I thought it looked cool, so I got that one, and that was that. And that's all I spent. Even though there's a bunch of different cool designs for Nintendo 3DS systems, you know? I was like, no, I'm good. Are you going to play some Tecmo Bowl? Man, yeah, Tecmo Bowl is awesome. I hope they have Tecmo Bowl on the Nintendo service. They should bring Tecmo Bowl to the Nintendo, like towards like one of the free games that you get. Dude, that'd be hype. Well, yeah, that's what I would do. I would carry over my saves, or I just transfer the system data. But I would want to have the 3DS, or sorry, the Nintendo Switch first. Make sure everything's transferred over. Make sure everything's good, and then sell my Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't want to sell my Switch, you know, right then and there, and then rely on Nintendo's cloud service. Heck no, I'm not doing that, dude. So I'd get the Switch first, make sure everything's good, make sure everything's transferred over, and then I would sell my Switch. Good morning, Alonzo. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Favorite SNES game? My favorite SNES game is Chrono Trigger. I know you're a new subscriber, but yeah, Chrono Trigger is my favorite Super Nintendo game. Do I have any drifting issues with my Joy-Con? No, I don't have any drifting issues with my Joy-Con. If you have any issues with the Joy-Con, send it in to Nintendo. Let them fix it. There's a Direct happening. The Direct already happened. You can check out the Direct on Nintendo UK's channel, or you can go on Nintendo Everything. They have a replay of the Direct. It's 22 minutes long. It's all Nindies games. Highlights are, well, you know, I don't want to spoil it for you. So if you want to go watch it, go watch it. Guys, we're 1 like away from 200 likes. So guys, hit that like button. Can we get 200 likes, guys? Hit that like button. Who's going to be the 200th like? I don't really like, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of like the Zelda franchise. I love Zelda. I do like the franchise, but I'm not like the biggest fan ever before Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is the game that made me love Like that's my favorite. That's my favorite Zelda game is Breath of the Wild. And my favorite Zelda game, number 1 is Breath of the Wild. Number 2 is Wind Waker. Number 3 is probably Twilight Princess. Those are in that order, you know. So 1 Breath of the Wild, 2 Wind Waker, 3 Twilight Princess. Those are my favorite Zelda games. But Wind Waker was my favorite Zelda game for a long time. Obviously, like I didn't like. Like I wasn't a biggest like Ocarina of Time is great. I love Ocarina of Time is really cool, but like, you know, Ocarina of Time is great though. It's a great game. Link to the Past is great. I played it as a kid. My brother liked Link to the Past a lot more though. But for me, Wind Waker was my favorite. Wind Waker was my favorite Zelda game before Breath of the Wild came out. And we don't mention Skyward Sword around here. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh man. You were the 200th like dibs. All right, shout outs, man. Thanks guys for the likes. We hit 220. Shout outs, man. I'm probably gonna stream that NVIDIA press conference too. Oh man, I'm gonna get no sleep today. I'm gonna get no sleep, absolutely no sleep. I've been streaming for 2 hours now. I just let you guys know if you weren't here at the beginning. I've been having a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, guys. So I don't sleep. I don't sleep anymore. Stressed. Not in a bad way, stressed. Not like it's affecting my health, but just stressed, just worrying about stuff. So, like I said, I'm not trying to don't throw a pity party for me, guys. My life is good, but I don't know. Just haven't been able to sleep lately. So if you guys are wondering why I'm up this early and why I could be completely alert, it's because I haven't went to sleep. I fell asleep. I think like around like 9 o'clock. I had some pizza, and then I fell asleep around 9 o'clock p.m. yesterday, and then I woke up at 11, and I've been up since 11. I woke up like at 11:47, parked my car in the garage, brushed my teeth, did some push-ups, and then made a video, and then haven't went to sleep since then. Been up the whole time. Just can't sleep. Husani Al-Hani, what's up, man? Good to see you here, brother. I don't really think Breath of the Wild felt empty to me because there was a lot of different things to do within Breath of the Wild. You had all the shrines out there. You had the landscapes and everything. You had just all sorts of different. It wasn't empty at all. I think if you're gonna compare a game that was more empty, I would say like Xenoblade was more a little bit. Xenoblade Chronicles X was more empty to me, but Breath of the Wild had all sorts of different structures and everything like that. So no, I don't see how anybody can say Breath of the Wild was empty. It wasn't empty at all. There was different towns. There was tons of areas and locales to go. There was various different locations. There was different marshes and lakes and water and structures, and it was vast and varied. I don't see how anybody can say Breath of the Wild was empty. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous in my opinion. Yeah, man. Yeah, JG. It's just gonna drag on until October, man. I mean, we'll see what happens, but you know, I guess the good news is that I don't have to play the stress of being like Ace Attorney anymore. That's the good news. So yeah, at least I don't have to do all the paperwork and all that anymore. I'm doing okay. Yeah, there was Shadows. There was an Nindies Direct. Just go on Nintendo UK channel. You can watch it, or you can go on Nintendo Everything and watch it if you want to. I can't sleep. That's the thing. I'm not sleepy at all. Like I'm 100% not sleepy. Like I'm not sleepy one bit. I'm not sleepy at all. That's the thing. That's the problem. The problem is that I'm not sleepy at all. Something I can do. When's Capcom gonna do another Zelda game? I hope so soon. I don't want Capcom to do another Zelda game. I want the Zelda team to do another Zelda game. Lucas M2211. Shoutouts, man. Thank you so much for the Twitch follow. Appreciate that, homie. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know. Rip to normal sleeping schedule. ZQuil or melatonin? Yeah, I might have to do that, dude. Might have to do that. Less than 3 hours and you haven't gotten any sleep, Arn? Well, there you go, man. You're going to have to get that coffee, get that 5-hour energy ready. Keep it going. You guys want to watch that NVIDIA thing, right? It's in 2 hours, so I'll get the tags ready. We'll watch I guess, I mean, I might wake up for it. If I don't wake up for it, then I don't wake up for it. Maybe I shouldn't make all the tags and put that I'm streaming it yet. Because I might go to sleep. I might stop streaming right now and then go to sleep. I don't know. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? Switch to PC says, yeah, I have to go to work. Oh, wait, no, I don't. LOL. Mark, I love it, man. But you did a very dangerous, you served your country. You deserve not working forever, man. Because I didn't join up in my military. Even when they were really trying to get, they were really trying to get me to join the Air Force when I was in high school. They really wanted me to play on the football team at the Air Force. And I was just like, no, I don't want to play. I don't want to go to the military. But they really wanted me to go to the Air Force and play football. So it's like, no. And it would have fit too. It would have, like, they ran like a triple wing option. It would have fit like my running, because I played running back. It would have fit, but I said, nah. For about 90% of the time, I was safe and sound in the UK. Still, that's still 10% of the time that you weren't, though, dude. That's 10% of the time that you weren't safe and sound, though. And still, like I said, there's people that you know that you're going to be, like, our military is huge here in America. A lot of people are safe and sound in our military, too. Like, a lot of people aren't on the front lines. And they still don't want to go. Like, people still don't want to go to the military. You know, people still won't go. Like, if I would have went to the Air Force, I would have been completely safe and sound. I would have played football. I would have had, like, the lamest job there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been, like, one of those Air Force football career type of things, you know? Like, where you go there and, like, you're like a aircraft polishing assistant, you know? But really, you're just there to play football. You're like an assistant to, like, aircraft polishing supervisor or something like that. You look over the tools that somebody uses to maintain the airplanes. Like, it would have been something like that, dude. It would have been like literally, I would have been like literally zero danger. There would have been like, I wouldn't even have to learn how to fly or anything like that, dude. Like, I would have been on the ground the whole time. It would have been, and I still didn't want to go. Like, I still didn't want to go to that. Nintendo Direct rumored for today. No, Nintendo Direct is not rumored today. I don't know why you're saying that. We just had a Nintendo Nindies Direct. If you want to watch it, you can check it out on the Nintendo UK channel, or you can watch it on Nintendo Everything. They have it up there. Yeah. No, dude, I'm not saying that Majora's Mask is a bad game. I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I'm just saying that I didn't like it. See, that's the difference between me and other people. Like, a lot of people will sit there and if they don't like a game, they'll say it's bad. They'll say, this game's trash, it's horrible, it's a bad game, and it's bad for everybody. Like, I said that about Wolfenstein, but then I also said that Wolfenstein is going to be good for others. If you like the mindless shooter, then Wolfenstein for you is good. But for me, it's horrible. But I separate the two. I'm not saying that Wolfenstein is a bad game for everybody or it's a bad game in general. I just hate it. I just hate the game and think it's trash. So that's the difference. But I don't think overall for other people who like mindless shooters, if you like, completely just shooting like a million bullets into people for 8 or 9 hours, then Wolfenstein's a great game. Wolfenstein 2 is a great game if you like that. And if you like shock value, then Wolfenstein 2 is a great game. It's a story. That's great. But for me, it's not. So with Majora's Mask, it's the same thing. I personally don't like Majora's Mask. I hate I don't want to put on a bunch of different masks. I don't want to do all this crap, I don't want to transform into all these different things, and I don't want to do all that. Like, I don't like it. I just don't like Majora's Mask. But for other people, I can see why they like Majora's Mask. I can see why. I can see why they like it. If you like crusty potato gameplay, then Wolfenstein is for you. Yeah, I mean, like, there are people who like crusty potato gameplay. Crusty potato gameplay is a cornerstone of Western games. It is. It is a cornerstone of Western games. Crusty potato gameplay is something that Western gamers love. They love just shooting endlessly into people and stories that are gripping. And, oh my gosh, this is like real story. Like, people love that crap here in the US. People love that crap in Europe. So those type of games are very popular. So if you like crusty potato gameplay, then yeah, Wolfenstein is right up your alley, because you're gonna shoot 5 billion kajillion bullets. That's what you're gonna do, man. And if that's fun to you, then it's great. The Wolfenstein is fantastic. It's a great game. Wolfenstein. I used to play the old school Wolfenstein. I played all of them too. I played all of them. Let's see if there's any new information, guys. Oh man, this NVIDIA thing is coming up pretty soon here. What if they had like a surprise announcement? We have a brand new chip for the Nintendo Switch. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, dude. We got a new Valkyria Chronicles 4 features trailer that just went up. So you guys can check that out. Bad North launch trailer as well. So that also went up on Nintendo Everything. You guys can check those out when you get the opportunity. People are already asking, when's the next direct? We just got one, but when's the next one? Did you guys see my giveaway? My $50 eShop card giveaway? Did you guys see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see my new video that I did today as well? Got a new video. I got a giveaway as well. You guys want to win a $50 eShop card? Want to win a $50 eShop card? Check out that giveaway. Check it out. $50 eShop card. There was a Nindies direct. There was a Nindies direct that went down. And we already have 627 entries for the gift card. Nice. Make sure you guys check that out. We'll be doing a lot more giveaways, guys. A lot more giveaways. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm going to do some shilling right now, okay? If you guys don't mind. We're going to do some, before I go, we're going to do some shilling. So make sure you guys check out our shirts. We got a merch store that you can check out. Really helps out the channel when you do so. They're priced pretty much the lowest amount that I can price the shirts. So if you want to help out Player Essence, check out the merch store. We'll have some mods. You guys can link that. Exclamation mark shirt. So check out the merch store when you guys get the opportunity. Really helps with the channel. Also, make sure you check out, if you want to get in on the action for PE Arena, guys, we're starting to give away more $5 eShop cards pretty much every time we play. We did Fortnite Top Player. We did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe last week. If we hit our goals, we'll definitely be doing more bonus live streams. We'll probably do like another Mario Kart 8 $5 eShop card tournament. So if you want to get in on that, check out the Patreon as well. And do at least $5 or up. Or you can do, YouTube membership as well. It gets you access to our exclusive Discord. Gets you access to, like I said, PE. Sorry, did I say PE Arena? PE Ultimate. It's PE Ultimate now, guys. Sorry about that. PE Ultimate. get you access to that as well. So there's a myriad of options. People have been asking about that, how you get on my friends list and play. So there's that. So check out that as well. Like I said, on our giveaway as well, we're going to be having giveaways pretty much every single, once one giveaway ends, there's going to be a new giveaway. So once we get done with one giveaway, there'll be a new one. So that's to thank you guys for all the support and everything that you guys do. There'll be good giveaways. We'll have Monster Hunter Ultimate. After our $50 eShop giveaway, we'll be giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Ultimate. And then I'm working with Deku. We're probably going to be giving away a Switch. So after that, we'll probably be giving away a Switch. So yeah, awesome stuff, which we already gave away one Switch this year, so we'll be giving away another Switch. So look forward to that as well. Let your friends know about the channel and sign up for all that cool stuff if you want to sign up and get interested in all that good stuff. Will you do a Player Essence 40-minute workout? I don't know. I don't know about the whole workout stuff. I don't know how I film it, to be honest. So I don't know about that. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Shout outs to Mark, Switch to PC, being the top ninja for this live stream. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the Ninja War Funds. Guys, give some love and shout outs to Mark for being the top ninja. Also, shout outs to Aaron. I think he bought a mug. Bought some ninja merch today. So shout outs to you guys for that. I wasn't expecting anything. Also, D with the $5 donation. Thank you. All the guys that subscribed and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys back maybe for the NVIDIA thing. And also check out my new video. Shout outs to DJ King. Thank you so much for linking that. Check out my new video as well. It's an interesting discussion on this whole Nintendo Switch Pro. So yeah, good discussion on that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.